What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So my review for Rayman Legends, I wanted to do this one for quite a long time, but I just never got around to it, basically also because games like Tomb Raider and Infamous came along, so I started playing those. But yeah, Rayman Legends, I bought it I think already on release or something, which was back in January or something. Still really wanted to do my review, because I think, yeah, it's quite an interesting game to talk about, and you'll probably be pretty amazed with the score I'm going to give it. So let me first tell you that back last year or something, I actually considered to get a Wii U. And you may be like, well, why would I be getting a Wii U? Actually, almost specifically just for one game, which was Mario. The new, what was it called? Mario 3D Land or something, or 3D World that came out. It just looked really cool, and I hadn't played a platformer in a really long time. So when I saw Mario, I was like, you know, I just want to go back to those, you know, those platforming games. They seem so much fun, and I really want to get back to just playing a platformer in general. But then I heard that Rayman Legends would be coming to the PS4, and I was like, okay, I'll just, you know, hold off with maybe buying a Wii U. First try out Rayman Legends, because I heard really good things. So with that all said, you know, let's just get into the review for Rayman Legends. Now, I normally rate games on 4 different aspects: the story, the presentation, the gameplay, and the value. Story-wise though, Rayman Legends isn't trying to deliver anything, and I think you should always rate games at what they're trying to do, not what they're not trying to do. So, you know, when people complain that I'm saying that, you know, the story in Infamous is pretty crap, then I say, well, at least, you know, Infamous is trying to deliver a story still, even though it's crap. You know, that actually means that you can say the story is crap. With Rayman Legends though, it's like, you know, it's not giving you a story at all, except for maybe the first 10 seconds where you quickly see that a few, you know, so-called teensies, these blue creatures, are being kidnapped, and that's pretty much the story, you know. So I'm not going to talk about the story for this game. So let's begin with the presentation. Now, a big part of the presentation is the style, and I'll quickly, you know, share a small story with you. So my dad came in while I was playing Rayman Legends, and he immediately told me, aren't you a bit too old to play these kinds of games? Because he saw the style of Rayman Legends, and it looks like a bit of a kiddie game, right? And when I hear something like that, it just gets me quite angry, to be honest, because it's like, yes, of course, it looks a bit kiddie, but does that mean that it's only suitable for people of the age up until 10 or something? No, of course not. There's games like this that are for all ages. I mean, look at a game like Little Big Planet, and I think Rayman is really comparable to that, where yes, it does look a bit childish, at the same time it's meant for everyone, and I think the style is absolutely great. You can see it here. It's so special. Graphics look insane. I was almost gonna say this looks like a next-gen game, even though the difference is there's no difference at all in the PS3 or the PS4 version or PC, Wii U, Xbox. It doesn't matter. It looks the same on pretty much all the platforms, and that's because the style is so great. And yeah, I mean, what can I say about the presentation? You can just see it from the gameplay. It looks incredible, and while you're playing it, you're just like, yes, the artist here, the graphical artist, did a really good job. The soundtrack as well is awesome. You know, these bombastic kind of like tunes that totally fit the game, that get stuck in your head all the time. It's an absolutely 10 out of 10 soundtrack, and I think the same counts for the style and the graphics. I have never seen a game that looks so great and so stylized and stuff. So I'm just gonna give the presentation a 10 out of 10. It is absolutely amazing. So let's get down to the gameplay. Now, the big thing with platformers, 2D platformers especially, is, does it, you know, how are the controls? Does it feel good, you know, to play it, and does everything work well? I would say that the controls are quite different if you're used to Mario games, where in Mario it's like you're running to the right, and then if you want to run to the left or something, so you know, you hold the left, I don't know, joystick immediately to the left, he will immediately, you know, run with you to the left. With Rayman that isn't really the case. It feels a bit slow. It feels a bit, I wouldn't say necessarily clunky or something. It just feels different. It's really unique in its own way, the controls. They are a bit more floaty, I would say, probably. However, you know, that takes some time to get used to it. It took me a few hours to get used to those controls. Once you do get used to it, you just don't want it any other way. I mean, it feels great once you get used to it. So, of course, then you have the main levels, and there's 4 kinds of levels. Of course, you have the normal levels, where it's pretty much like, well, you have about 12 so-called teensies, once again, these blue creatures that you gotta rescue. You just gotta find them, and they are hidden everywhere around the level. 2 of them are like hidden in secret doors doorways that you can find, and then you go to a secret room and you have to pretty much solve a puzzle or do some kind of challenge to save them. And it's really cool because all the time you'll be looking out to find those, while of course you're busy with the normal things, which is that there are creatures on the map that you gotta defeat by just jumping on them or hitting them or something like that. There's of course obstacles and kind of like, you know, things that you gotta slide on or hang on to and stuff. All these kinds of obstacles. It's pretty, you know, normal. If you're used to platformers, then you know what you can expect with this game. So you can also collect points, you know, and that's nothing really special. It's just like you get awarded after a level, you know, regarding to how many points you collected and that kind of stuff. But what I really liked about these levels is that there's so much variety. In every single level they introduced something new, and that really surprised me, because from the start I was like, oh, it's already starting out as a great solid platformer, and then level by level I was introduced to more things that just kept blowing me away, and I kept thinking, okay, this has got to be it, right? We're not going to see even more, you know, certain gameplay aspects. But no, it kept introducing me to new things, which is just an awesome thing. It kept me entertained the whole way through, pretty much, because there was so much innovation all the time. So there's also some special levels where, you know, they are kind of like shorter, and they're not the normal typical platformer levels, but no, they're introducing, like, I don't know, you know, you jump on the fly or something and you actually have to do this kind of like shoot 'em up game or something like that. Just different things to even mix up, you know, everything that they are already offering. So really some special challenges, pretty much. You have speedrun levels where you have to try to get through all the levels within like a really short time, so 40 seconds or something to get the gold trophy for that, or 50 seconds for the silver and 60 for the bronze. So it's really about timing, and it's really about actually having to get to know the map and stuff, so that you can run through it like, I don't know, 20 times or something until you fully know how the map works, and then you can, you know, beat it all the way through in a really fast time, so you can get that gold trophy. And finally, at the end of each world, because there's a total of about 6 worlds I think in the main game, every world will end with a music level, and those music levels I will show you a bit now actually. They are insanely fun. All the time those music levels actually got me to really want to beat the world and get to the next music level, because they were so special, you know. They are based on actual tracks and stuff, songs like Eye of the Tiger and stuff, so I really enjoyed those sections especially. Gameplay wise, I'm once again going to give this game a 10 out of 10, because it's really amazing, it's so much fun. So the last thing I want to talk about is the value. Now Rayman Legends offers an extremely big amount of content. There's so much to do. You have 6 worlds in the main game with about 10 levels each. Then there's, you know, that in itself already takes you about 15 hours to completely get through, and if you want to get all the collectibles, possibly even longer. Then they even introduced 5 worlds of Rayman Origins, which was the previous game in the Rayman series, and those levels you can also just play there. I don't really know if that's actually the full game or something, because I never played Origins, but it surely is a lot, and if it's not the full game, then it would probably be more than half of the levels that were already featured in Rayman Origins. So there's daily challenges that you can also do, where you pretty much have to beat a certain record or something to get those gold or those silver, bronze trophies, you know, all the time, and you get points, and you can, you know, try to race against your friends and that kind of stuff. And the great thing about it was that Rayman Legends for the PS4 and the Xbox One is only 40 euros. It was at least at launch when I bought it. I'm pretty sure it's even either cheaper now, or especially for current gen platforms, PS3, 360 or the PC, it's probably cheaper than that right now. So for less than 40 euros you are getting so much content. It literally is insane. For the value, once again, I'm going to give Rayman Legends a 9.5. So concluding, Rayman Legends blew me away. It is quality-wise an extremely fun and great game. It is so well made, and I truly think more people should buy these kinds of games, because so much effort has gone into it. And all in all, from all of the PS4 games that I played, this is probably the most fun one I played, I would say. I'm still actually playing it. I'm still trying to beat all those records and get all the collectibles and stuff. I really enjoyed my time with Rayman Legends, and while in itself I wouldn't say it is the game to get with your PS4, your Xbox One, because games like Battlefield or I don't know, Infamous or something, they just offer something different that you're not used to yet, maybe with you know, with the real next generation of consoles. Rayman Legends is still a super solid game that you'll have a blast playing. So all in all, I am going to give Rayman Legends a 9.8 out of 10. Thanks a lot for watching.